Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video today. Today we're going to be talking about Vanquish Soul. This is more specifically a Vanquish Soul deck profile. I've been playing the deck for around 2 months now, and I actually feel comfortable enough with the deck to actually do a deck profile now. I feel like I can actually show you the cards that I feel like it needs, the current, I would say more standard core of the deck, and the extra deck. The extra deck is strictly utility other than this card right here, but we'll go ahead and get into the main deck. Also, Droll is inside if you're wondering about that. I will explain here in a little bit. So we're going to start off with 3 Raisin. Raisin is your consistency card to search monsters, pretty much. This is Mad Love. Mad Love is your searcher for Vanquish Soul spells traps. And this is Heavy Borger. Borger is either a burn for 15 or a draw 1, so it's a heat soul, so it's pretty nice. And then to Valius. Valius is actually the boss monster of the deck. When we're playing this, you can do one of 2 things. You can make it unaffected by revealing an earth, or you can reveal an earth, fire, and dark to pop a card that is a quick effect, so you can do it on your opponent's turn. 1 Jialong. I don't like opening this card. I actually use this card as an OTK machine to help me get over that 8k threshold, especially if my opponent has a monster. 1 Pantera. Pantera feels really good. It's actually just a special from hand, or you can destroy spell traps in the column. Sometimes I don't like opening it though. I would rather just use something else, so I would prefer to search it. Now that is all the Vanquish Soul monsters. Now we'll go into the spell trap core of the deck. I'm trying to go through core, like the core engine of the deck, non-engine, and consistency cards. So we'll go 3 Staker Soul. This is just a generic search for an archetype, but you do have to reveal an attribute in hand that is the same as the monster you're searching. You can't use the same name. To continue, this is a monster reborn in defense position or a add back to hand. You do have to pay 500 though, so remember that just in case you're going into time. Dust Devil. I love this card so much. This card has come up so much for me. It is a Book of Moon. For however many Vanquish Soul monsters you control, you change the position of one of your Vanquish Souls, and it does that to that many of your opponent's monsters. So if you control 3 Vanquish Soul monsters, you change the position of one, and then you get the Book of Moon 3 monsters on your opponent's side of the field, and 1 Dust Devil. So the main thing this card does is burn for 18. If you reveal 1 attribute, you get the special one from hand. If you reveal 2, your Vanquish Soul monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. If you reveal 3, it is a Raigeki, and your monsters survive because they cannot be destroyed by card effects. That is pretty much the main engine of the deck. It is what I consider the standard engine as of now until they get more support, or if they ever do get more support. So the thing about this deck is you have to reveal earths, fires, and darks. So that kind of limits our hand trap lineup and non-engine. So 3 Fenrir, I believe this is pretty much the best earth reveal in the game that you can find out of archetype. Because what it does is you can go special Fenrir, Fenrir effect, add another Fenrir. So you have the Fenrir on board and you have another one to reveal an earth in hand. So it's very good. Same with Shifter. This is the best format dependent dark hand trap that I could think of. This makes Snake Eye pass turn, and just other rogue decks do the same. Our deck is affected by it if you want a special one back from grave. That's the only issue. If you don't want to do that, Shifter is amazing. And if it stops your opponent more than yourself, play it. 3 to Ghost Spell. Ghost Spell is really good right now, I believe, especially at my locals. And it's an Earth. And then we're going to go a 3 Ash. Now, Ash isn't the best card right now because Snake Eye, sorry. Snake Eye can go link into Hita, then go Hita effect, summon back your Ash if they need to, and your Disruption becomes an extension for your opponent, so it just feels really bad. 2 Prosp, simple consistency. I don't want to run 3 because I actually utilize the extra deck in this deck a lot. 2 Tack. This is more of a consistency card, or if I really want to rip one from my opponent's hand, or if I want to take one to Link Climb. 2 Super Poly. Why not 3? Because I feel like with 2 Prosp, 2 Tack, 2 Super Poly, all of these at 2, I feel like I'm more than likely to see Super Poly than not. Especially if you go Prosp with your starting hand, or if you're going second. So you're looking through 11 or 12 cards on top of your deck. It feels very nice. 1 Rhoda, that is to search Raisin, because I feel like if you don't see Raisin, you die. It's pretty bad. This is Durendal. Durendal is actually an equip card. You can equip it to any monster on the field. Effect destroy itself to search a, I believe it's a fire warrior. Yeah, fire warrior level 5 or less. So it's perfect for searching Raisin. And one called by. This is a flex spot that I didn't know what to do with, and I feel like called by is pretty good right now, especially with as many hand traps that are running around. Overall, this lineup feels very good to me. Every card is pretty powerful, especially combination of these two. These kind of feel bad sometimes. You can actually replace Ash with Kurikari if you would like to, just have more going second place. So we're going to go ahead and get into the extra deck. Extra deck is very utility. Let's say this is pretty much the standard 3 Rock of the Vanquisher. After you've got those, it is up to you what you want to run. I'll show you what I run. So we got 3 Rock of the Vanquisher. Some people run this at 2. I feel like a 3 of is a must. It is a control deck. You want this on board. If you don't have it on board, it feels really bad and you feel like you're going to lose, and usually that happens. 1 Hita. This is specifically for Snake Eye. This is either a graveyard disruption for them, or you special something to link climb. IP, same thing if you want to link climb on your opponent's turn. Unicorn. I feel like this Unicorn should be an SP, but I do not have an SP, so I'm running this in the meantime. And a access code. Since I'm running the Unicorn to link climb into access code, I'm just going to use these two. It feels really good in this deck, especially if you want to kill. So this is where the utility comes in. We're going to go Dweller Babushka. You do have in combo where you can make a rank 4 going first, which is fine. We have a Chakanine, a Borbo, and a Zeus. So what you do is you overlay 2 level 4s into Chakanine and a Borbo. That's 4 mats. You whack directly using Borbo's inherent effect, and then you overlay them into a Zeus. So it is a board wipe for 2. And then just the super poly targets. I feel comfortable running these 3. That is Garura, Starving Venom, and Muddragon. I feel like if they're the same, both dark or different, I feel like I can hit just about anything. They need to make an inverse of Muddragon though. That would literally cover everything in the game, but Super Poly would probably get banned at that point. Be cool though. So that is my extra deck. Like I said, all of it is utility other than Rock of the Vanquisher. Honestly, other than the rank 4s and stuff, I don't go into a lot of it. I'm usually banishing it off Prosp. Also, with everyone running Buzz King and Unicorn, Cashier Unicorn, you can get ripped sometimes, which kind of sucks. Now we'll go into my side deck. Droll is in here, just because Droll is not a Dark, Fire, or Earth. Feels really bad manning it, and then seeing it game 1, and it not even mattering it's your opponent sometimes. So we have 3 Droll. Like I said, this is very matchup dependent. It is very good against Snake Eye, but it doesn't stop them anymore like it used to with the new support. 3 Lancia. Yeah, I know you just see Lancia and you're like, ah, that's really bad right now. At my locals, it feels good. I don't know why. We've got like Flunder players running around. We've got Orcust PK. We've got PK. We've got Orcust. We've got a bunch of stuff running around that this card's really good against. So this plus Shifter usually ends turns. 3 Judgment. Judgment can feel bad in certain decks. In this deck, it is not, because with Judgment, you are actually able to survive board wipes because we don't have an in-arc type Omni. So any board wipe absolutely destroys this deck. 3 Evenly. This is if we're going second and want to clear a board. It's evenly. Pretty standard. 2 Summon Limit. This is the same practice as Super Poly and Main, just because with the consistency cards I have, such as Prosp and Tack, I feel like I can see this comfortably enough. Also, Vanquish Soul, you do summon twice on your opponent's turn, but that's about it. So it doesn't even affect you. And 1 Harpies. With this kind of reminds me of Duality and Flunder, just because everyone ran it. With Prosp, you'll more than likely see it. But yeah, I know this was a very simple deck profile. I just wanted to get something out there for you guys to be able to come and look at and have something to go off of. I feel like this deck, with 1 more wave of support, it can be right there. But right now, it's a casino slots deck. Anytime you want to play this deck, every hand is a chance. You want to already open the stuff that you need to do your combo. It really is open, raisin, or die 90% of the time. But thank you guys so much. This will probably be going up on my personal channel and on the team channel. So this will probably be going up around 4 o'clock. But thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you later.